Okay, the recording has started and I'll be sharing my screen again. So can you guys see my screen now? All right. Okay. So first of all, where was the last time you guys stopped hearing me? Let me so that I'll know where I'm rephrasing from, please. Where was the last place you guys heard me talk? Like you are free to open your mic and talk. Anyone? Um. Okay. From introduction, Jesus, Ibe, you want? All right, no problem. I'll do that. I'll do that for the fact that for the benefit of doubt, right? So we're going to start our fresh, but Jesus, guy, this is people want to give me brain drain, guy. All right. So again, the topic of today is introduction to DeFi, and then the essence of it is basically for us to like get a better understanding of what DeFi is all about. And then what are we going to be covering today? We are going to be covering what is DeFi, DeFi versus CeFi, and then the key difference between both of them. And then we're going to be talking on the core concepts that leads to DeFi. And again, we're going to like give real world examples. So first of all, for the basic knowledge, what is DeFi? DeFi stands for decentralized finance. It's the system of financial system built on the blockchain technology. No banks, no middleman, just open codes and smart contracts anyone can use. Now, to make this thing more understandable, here we are talking about money to start with. I don't know if that makes sense. So every transaction, everything that you do on the blockchain, be it that someone sent money to you, and you received money on the blockchain, anything I do, all of them we are done is basically a DeFi interaction. I don't know if that makes sense. So some people think that DeFi is just crypto trading. No, DeFi is way beyond that. It's just a part of DeFi. People also think that DeFi is just lending, borrowing. There is to show you that there's a lot in integrated because you are talking about blockchains here, right? And then one of the misconceptions that we're having is that people think that it's just a particular stuff. They think it's just the financial system, right? But it's not just trading. It's just like the internet. It's just like the email. Like these are things that like a lot of people use, right? And again, people think because DeFi is kind of anonymous, so a lot of people to like provoke it to like actually do fraud. But the great thing is that every transaction that we are doing on the blockchain is transparent. That's why it's open, that everybody can actually track your transaction from where it started. The first person that sent money to that wallet, where the money that was sent to that wallet was being sent to. That's where you see open, transparent, and permissionless. I don't know if that makes sense. So the essence of everything is that DeFi literally replaces banks and gives us now the access to everything. We are the ones now that handle our everything that related to us. We are the ones that handle the gas fees. Now, what is a gas fee? A gas fee is something like anytime you do transfer in a bank, that charges that they collect from you, that's what the gas fee is basically when we are talking about DeFi, right? So when you're on a particular blockchain, when you're a particular ecosystem, for instance, Ethereum or any Solana, anything, they charge you according to the way the smart contract was done, that this is what they want to be taken as a gas fee. I don't know if that makes sense. So the DeFi again is built parallel to the traditional finance that we have, and basically cannot just overcome everything again, right? And then, as I was saying here, we talked about now what is CeFi. CeFi simply means that just like the other one means, just like this one is decentralized finance, this one means centralized finance, meaning that you're not the one that have 100% authority. You're not the one that have 100% ownership to anything that you own. Things like what? Your banking system, your school itself, even though we are all of us, they go school, right? You can see some lecturers now, if you don't do something now, they will agree that they will fail your course. They will fail in the course, guy. Even some companies that we work in, most of them forge documents, right? Now, because these things now are being governed by some particular people, you can't even verify if this data is even true at some given point in time. But on this decentralized aspect, you see everything. If you forge a document, it can easily be traced, because if they go on chain, it can't be verified there. I don't know if that makes sense. So you see now, this makes it like gives it more sense. And again, to understand DeFi again, note a DeFi is like a vending machine. What's a vending machine? A vending machine is that thing that you see white people, they put money and then drink come out. Shey. So that vending machine is more like a version of what decentralized finance looks like. And again, note, I talked about being open, right? I talked about transparency, and I also talked about privacy. Now, to understand blockchain on itself again, what is a blockchain? A blockchain is a ledger that anybody can access from any part of the world. The bank, you cannot just go and see the ledger of transaction done in the bank. No, they can't even show it to you. That's the reality. But when you talk about blockchain now, you can see everything. Now, what's the smart contract? A smart contract is the engine that makes DeFi works. A smart contract is a piece of code that lives on the blockchain that executes automatically when conditions are met. And I gave an example of me and a friend of mine that took a bet that, okay, that the price of anything that we're going to agree on is going to be something like 5,000. And then that if I win, I take the money. If I don't win, the guy takes the money. Now, because of the smart contracts now, I cannot let her come and change the store for me to now take the money because I lost. No, the smart contract is going to give that my friend the money because that's the agreed term that was applied to the contract. Does that make sense? Now, what is different between centralized finance and centralized finance? We can see centralized finance are being controlled by big companies or banks, while the decentralized finance, they are not controlled by banks, but rather by smart contract, which is the code or the command that is being given on chain. You see on centralized finance, they require certificate IDs, certificates, a lot of things for them to approve you. For instance, now if you're not up to 18 years, or if you have not added a BVN to any new account, you see they limit your daily transaction to 50,000. You see, there's limitation to what you can even do with that particular bank. But the decentralized finance, you can even put like $100 trillion in your wallet. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Except say you scam the money, they will give a fuck about you. But that's just it, right? But when you talk about business hours now, when it comes to a bank now, you know how the banking system works. When it comes to the banking system now, it's not every time that you can actually go to a bank to like get your stuff done. But on the decentralized finance, you can do your transactions every hour of the day, and that's what makes them different. Then you see they can freeze your accounts. I don't know if any of you have actually witnessed where they freeze your own account. My account has been freezing before. Maybe that was when I've not added a BVIB. I'm checking sent more than 50K to that. The account was frozen. It took me almost 7 days plus before the money was even released for me. So this is one of the disadvantages that centralized exchanges have that is very, very annoying, unlike centralized finance. And again, example of this centralized finance are like banks, PayPal, Binance. Now these ones too, they are kind of centralized. Why? For every transaction that has been done into them, it's also organized by a smart contract. But different between them and the ones like Uniswap, Avax, Slush, a lot of Inch, and all these places that you can swap on. The one makes the difference now is that on those ones now you have full access, but on Binance, them get you all these ones now, they are the ones that set rules for you on what you can do. So again, what are the concepts that we are going to be we talked about now? We talked about blockchain, we talked about smart contracts, we talked about what. Okay, now we're going to talk about wallets. Now, what is a wallet? A wallet is a personal gateway to DeFi. It stores your crypto and lets you interact with apps. Example, we talked about MetaMask. I believe most of us know about MetaMask. We know about Phantom. We know about Slush Wallet or any wallet. For those that have heard about Hedera, they have their own wallet, which is Hashpack. For those that know about Algorand, these are different blockchains. So they are most of them are layer ones. Now, there's something that is called EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine. This is one of a smart contract that has been built that things have been done on them, right? So because of this Ethereum Virtual Machine, anything that is using this particular stuff, they are called layer 2s. So a layer 2 is something that is being built on top of an already existing protocol on the blockchain. For instance, now we have Ethereum, but we still have Ethereum under Base. We have Ethereum under Polygon. We have Ethereum under BNB. We have Ethereum under Optimism. We have Ethereum under Arbitrum. All these ones I'm calling now, they are BNB and Polygon are called side chains. And while why was it called? While this guy, let me just send you guys an article so that it is going to be easier for us, because I don't know, I should have piled this thing up so that it would have been easier to us understanding the basics to most of this thing, because I have content way back. At least I think this is one of the things this one's understanding crypto there is quite different. So that I just want to like make it easier, like understanding wallets. Yes. So this one is just something that I can actually go through to like understand it, so that it's going to be easier for us to like message. Should I send it? Okay, let me just send it in the group. Sorry. Wait, you guys can't hear me. Can you guys hear me, please?
Can hear you.
Okay. So this is something that we should go through later after the call, so that you can get a glimpse. Almost since my network is actually having issues. Oh, hey God, I beg.
We are hearing you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. This voice said they fear me. I beg. Go. Hey God, I beg. All right. So think that's these two articles I wanted to like share about understanding wallets. I wanted to like send an article I wrote. But since my network is actually bad through the Jesus. But let me just leave it to these two now. So as I was saying now, the wallet again. Let me yeah. So this wallet now gives us access to different blockchain, and then for us to like actually interact, it's just a gateway. Now, what are liquidity pools? As you can see here, liquidity pools is a pool of funds locked in a smart contract that powers trading. Instead of a buyer to meet a seller, you trade against the pool. So how? So to give us a real life example, how does the liquidity pool look like? Like it's just like the way we have tanks. In a tank now, you don't have necessarily in a tank now, you can come and take your own share of water. You can take one bucket of water, and then I come and take my own bucket of water. So the contract there is that the money, that water that is inside that tank is representing liquidity, representing money. I don't know if that makes sense now. So for me to come and trade or inside that market, it's just like I'm using buckets to come and fetch water from the tank. If you understand, please do a thumbs up so that we'll proceed, please. All right, thank you. So again, for more clarity, a liquidity pool, to just give us a example that we can relate to, the way a tank looks like. A tank represents a liquidity pool. That water inside the tank is the money that if you want to trade on a particular you want to trade on a particular pair in the market, like you want to trade from Solana to USDC, or from USDC to Solana, or from SWIFT to another token, or from another token to another token, it's because of the liquidity pool that is available for you to because of the money that's been added in that pool. So now, what is the takeaway from this introduction now? First of all, what is decentralized finance? It's a financial system without banks or middleman. Again, it's being built on the blockchain, open, transparent, and permissionless. And the third one, smart contract replace human intermediaries with code. And again, you are in full control of your funds all the time. Like now, you get your money. No, you and person know they share the money. It's your own, and that's why I think we are going to talk about securities in another day. On the security aspect, one of the things that they tell you is that when you are creating a wallet, you are not meant to share your seed phrase with anybody, because anybody that has access to your seed phrase is more like now the person get the account with you. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's just that. And again, DeFi runs 24/7 and is accessible by everybody. I don't know if that makes sense. And again, for why what do you think this DeFi to start with? In case you don't know, we have more than 1.4 billion people that does not even have banks. And again, one of the things that even make DeFi even accessible is that DeFi, when it comes to DeFi, they don't even care where you're coming from. It does not do racism, just like the way we see other people do racism, and they be like, what's it called? They be like you are from Nigeria, you're not from Nigeria. No, when it comes to DeFi, everybody is allowed. Everybody from A to Z, you're an alien, you are allowed. I don't know if that makes sense. So, as I was saying, more than 1.4 billion people globally are unbanked, and they can't even access the normal banking system that they have due to one reason or the other. But when it comes to DeFi, they have access to all these things, and that's what makes it different. And again, one of the things about DeFi is that provided you have a phone and internet, you can access the same finance. Everybody's accessing, whether you're in USA, whether you're in any part of the country, provided you have a phone and internet, you can. Yeah, when you come to wallet, to have them two type of wallet, right? You have the cold wallet and you also have the hot wallet. I don't know if it makes sense. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please do a thumbs up. I think network is like super bad today, guys. I'm very sorry. I promise that tomorrow. Let me switch to my router again. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, continue.
I
Yeah,
switched
yeah,
my right. So, let's talk about wallet again. We have two type of wallets. I don't know if that makes sense. For more clarity on what it looks like, we have two type of wallets. We have the one that is called hot wallet. What is the hot wallet? The hot wallet is the wallet that is connected to the internet really. It's the type of wallet that we use for our everyday activities, like relates to swapping of token, maintenance of NFTs, connecting to transactions on chain, be it internet or be it sending or be it borrowing or everything that we do. These are the ones that is being connected. They are called hot wallets. So examples of hot wallets now is MetaMask, Phantom, Sui Wallet, Rari Wallet, Trust Wallet, Token Pocket. Any wallet that comes that you have seen, all those ones you tell in your phone, those ones are called hot wallets. Even the ones you add, like me, I have extensions, I have wallet extensions. Those are called hot wallet. The ones that easily access and send money. So, you can send money to any place. Even what's called our centralized, they are also hot wallets. Now we have cold wallets. Now cold wallet is the one that is not connected. The wallet is the one that is not connected, because this is the end of my slide, obviously, because it's not actually meant to be larger, but this thing should reflect itself now. So a code so a cold wallet now is the one now that is not connected to the internet. And again, what makes this one different from the other hot wallet I talked about now is that cold wallets now, they are not connected directly to the internet. And again, what makes that one different is that your private keys are what makes you the actual owner of anything that you send to that particular wallet, and they are completely stored offline. And they are actually they are the best kind of wallet to hold. Why? Because hacker cannot actually access this wallet because there's no internet for them to access this particular wallet. I don't know if that makes sense. You guys might be hearing about things like ledger wallets. These are the type of wallet that are cold wallets. We have Ledger, we have Tezo, we have Keystone, and then even if you have a wallet that you like, even if you write out a wallet that you're not using, like you just create the seed phrase, you only send money to it, and then you remove the seed phrase from your wallet. It's technically a cold wallet. I don't know if that makes sense. So now, what's different between the two of them? Hot wallets, when it comes to internet connection, they are always online, but cold wallet, they are not online. Now, when it comes to hot wallets, you can easily access them But for cold wallets, it's not easily accessible. For instance, let's assume you go out of your house to go and do something because they come, some of them come like in a box. There are different, like I will try to like send another article I have on, I think I have an article on wallet as well. So I'll send it to the group after we are done with the call because I'm going to be rounding up because of time frame. So now, when it comes to security as well, hot wallet are secure though because wallets like OKX, Rabbit wallets now, the way they upgraded their security now, when you want to like connect to a phishing link is a link that scammers use to drain people's funds. I sent what's it called? The two content I sent is my Medium page, so you can like actually go through them, and then you can see some educational content that is there for you to like leverage on as well. So that's the two link I dropped just to like for us to like have more clarity on this particular topic. So again, for the security now, um the hot wallet I talked about OKX and Rabbit wallet. So these two now, anytime you connect to a scamming this thing, they show you and tell you, this thing looks suspicious. So and then you have to like confirm to know, right? But when it comes to Ledger, Ledger, nothing for the scammer. There's no access because it's offline, right? And again, for your day-to-day activities, your Ledger is not part of it. I don't know if that makes sense. For day-to-day activities, your hot wallet comes in. Your hot wallet again comes in likes of MetaMask and everything. And again, for cost, when it comes to hot wallets are mostly free. I don't know if that makes sense. But if it's for ledger wallets they cost money because you are buying a physical product, and they range from as low as $50 and above. I think there's one I actually bought. I wanted to like show us in this class, but something came up. So I could not like the drivers. They have been telling me that you did not see the way bill or something like that. But I got a ledger wallet from what's it called? I got the ledger wallet from SafePal, right? SafePal have a hardware wallet. I think that was around $69 or something, right? Just for us to like have a better picture of this particular topic, but it didn't work out as I planned. So I've given an example for what makes this thing different. So understanding the wallet that you're using for a particular blockchain gives you access to the stuff that you want to do. So I'll be wrapping up here. So thank you once again for joining. So does anybody have any question, or where is the person confused so that we can talk more on that? You can raise your hand and then you can ask your question. I hope we know how to like raise hands in Telegram, right? If you have a question, you can send your question so that we can proceed, okay? I can't even hear you guys. Wait, let me switch. Let me switch this thing. Let me join with my laptop. Let me know. I'm coming, please. God, I beg. Hi. Why is this thing happening to you on my own tongue? So, does anybody have a question? Okay, yeah. If you have question, you can go on.
Are you hearing me now?
Kings, I don't know if you're
Can
using
anybody hear me?
a voice changer because waiting at the ear for this side now. Am I the only one hearing his voice like that? I will make I know. God, I beg.
Hearing me now? Are you hearing me now?
Okay, do you know what, Kings? Do you mind like typing your question in the comments in the chat? Let me, because I can't actually hear you. We can't hear you clearly. Me personally, I can't hear you clearly. So do you mind like typing your question? Then does anybody other person have a question to ask with regards to the topic?
I think can ask my question now. Sorry. Can I go on? Can I go on? Don't forget. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
All right. The question is based on that code wallet. I think I was listening to my guy and was like telling me that like hardware, right? And the money is stored inside the hardware. So I'm not saying like how do you move the money? Like how do the money enter it? Then if you want to like withdraw the money from the code wallet, like how do you go about it?
Okay, so to move your money from a hardware, I think every hardware have their own setup. I think it mostly they have a guide on each this thing, right? Because just like I said, one of the reasons why I wanted to like get the hardware wallet for was for us to like experiment on everything. Like me, I'm the type of person that when I'm teaching, I love us experimenting to see how this thing works, right? But it didn't work out as planned. So I'm like me, I'm super pained. I've been angry. Like this thing was supposed to have come to me since Tuesday, but that's the side gist. So how does this thing actually work? I think it uses something like a Bluetooth for you to like connect it to your device and then you make payments. Like just like I said, this thing the rules differs according to the particular ledger or like the company that you're using. Now, safe for SafePal, their approach towards using a ledger to pay is different. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's a you have to turn it on. It's just like the way you want to, if you want to connect your phone to an MP, you have to turn the MP on, and then your own Bluetooth has to be on as well. So there has to be something that shows that connection. Now, if I don't know if you guys have seen something that shows like Wallet Connect before. Now, when you want to access a site, they will show you, are you connecting to a ledger or are you connecting to a wallet? Have you guys seen that before? If you have seen it before, just do a thumbs up. Okay, you have not. Which text should we use now so that we can let me check my PC. Let me know if there's a website that I can easily check up now that we can use a ledger wallet to connect so that we can get a view of it. Jupyter. Okay, let me check Jupyter from my PC, jup.ag, so that we'll see what makes them different now. More. All right. So aside that now, I would still like try to like drop a video now to show us like initially I was showing us in the last time. Let me check if I can connect to, because I think all of them will tell you to show a ledger wallets. I'm coming. Okay, yes, it's showing that more back camera. So can you guys like see what I'm sharing now? So as you can see here, this is Jup wallet now. So on this Jupyter wallet now, there is wallet connect. You see connect your wallet here. So if you want to connect to a wallet now, you see these ones are an extension wallet. These ones are called hot wallets. You can see because I have these ones installed. They are telling me that I can connect them. All these ones now are hot wallets. But now, do you see the difference between all these? All these ones are hot wallet too. But there's QRC code. Let's assume this is called the wallet connect. Now let's assume the stuff I want to use is on my own phone. For instance, now I can use my phone to connect to this particular stuff. Let me go back and share my so that to see how this one works. Setting, share screen. Wait, I'm coming. Sorry, I'm coming. Please, I'm coming. I want to like confirm something. Okay. So now I want to do this stuff. Share screen. Yeah. Let me connect to this so that you guys will see how Wallet Connect works. So Wallet Connect now gives me access now that I can use another device, like I can use my phone to connect to a particular stuff. So this is a Jupyter, is a Solana based particular wallet. So you see, I have to scan this thing. Have you seen now? It's showing me connect wallet. You guys can see it, right? If you can see it, please do a
Your
thumbs up so
video
that I'll
this
see the
thing is on
notification.
pause. It's on
So you see,
pause.
I can now do every transaction of see now this thing has changed. Now it's showing that I've connected to a wallet now from here. because of just I used QRC code to like access it. So technically, this is literally almost the way you see now it's loading the money that is on this particular way. So this is literally the way. This is literally the way a ledger wallet looks like. So when you connect a ledger wallet now to that site, it shows you something like this now. Do you get? So for me, if even if I want to swap one token now, you see the prompting now. Imagine this is how a ledger wallet was. So in that ledger wallet now, you are the one that is technically approving all the transaction on that particular place or inside the device. Let me show us an example. Because you guys can see my screen and also the screen. I waiting I be one swap before. Okay, let me just choose this one. I want to swap half of this thing now. Do you see where the transaction came up now? It came to my phone. Do you guys understand now? So on that ledger wallet now, the transaction is being shown. They are going to show you on that particular device. So you are going to be the one to now approve it on that ledger wallet. But I'm just using this as an example. That's why I use the wallet connect to like show us to mimic what a ledger wallet does. Does that make sense now? So that's just it. Do you guys understand now? King, do you understand what I was trying to explain? Okay, sure. So that's technically different between both of them, and I believe like we like explain it better. So does any other person have another question? Feel free to like. Sorry, I was like showing my screen to like show you guys something from my laptop. That's why it was that way. So does any other person have a question? Okay. If nobody has a question, I think we are going to call it a day. At least the call is also recorded, and then I'll be dropping additional content for us to like go through. So and I have should I say I have a gift now? Okay, I have a gift to the two people that answered the question during the class. So two of you can like send me a DM. Then let me send you people small something. It's not more shout so that at least is going to be commending you guys for joining the class early. So I think it was Kings that answered the first question about what was DeFi and then Bamboo. So you guys can feel free to like send me a DM. I'll send you number. Let me just send you guys a time, okay? So I'll be ending the call here. So once again, we'll start on time tomorrow, please. So we are starting by 7. I want it to be an hour class so that we can easily like scale through and also have questions as well. So I think I'll be ending the call now. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you.